Well, let's get you the latest update now from George. Sipha Kema is at the site of the building. Karinda, Jagmohan is at the George Hospital nearby the collapse site. Karinda, let's start with you. Have family started arriving? What are you seeing outside the hospital there?
Certainly, Naledi. Well, I must tell you that we were at the hospital. It's just about a minute from where we are now, which is the collapse site, the entrance to the collapse site. We came here because we just saw a number of members of the public gathering here, and they were here yesterday till very late at night. So I wanted to bring their voices to you. I'm going to speak to one, Mr. Tyler Kalba. So thank you so much for speaking to us. And, you know, you spoke about how you couldn't sleep last night. Tell me about what's going through your mind as a resident.
Molweni bahlali ndinguthamsanqa utakza ukaba siphantsi kwesehlo esahle apha eJoji apho kuthe isakhiwo esina-5 floors sawa ngaphantsi singabahlali sikhubazekile kakhulu le into yoba asiqhelanga isenzeka apha eJoji loo asikwazi ulala ebusuku sinabanye abazalwana bethu nezazalamane zethu eziphaa phantsi kwala mhlaba nangoku sazanye into yoba mabakhutshwe so bathe chu ngeprocess yokhupha asazi ke oko uqala ngomvulo kusenziwa le nto abantu basengaphantsi kodwa bathi bantu bakhona abasaphefumlayo noko abaleli ngaphantsi komhlaba kusazanya ukukhutshwa bona so singabahlali sisonke si-traumatize apha esiJoji uba le into asiqhelanga isahlele. Enkosi msasazi.
So before you go, you said this is one of the worst tragedies you've seen here in George.
Yes.
What's your message to the families, the survivors?
Ndizama ukuthi kwifemeli nazalamane mazomelele kwabo balahlekeleyo bazama uThixo ukhona uzaba kunye nabo nakwabo basathandazayo kwaba phantsi komhlaba mabomelele sibambanani ngezandla into yoba siyadlulele kodwa umthetho wona nawo uzawuthatha inxaxheba yawo. Enkosi.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. An important message for those who have lost their loved ones at this point as well. And perhaps this is the word of comfort we need. And right now, the members of the public that are watching over, this is the site they're seeing where the rescue mission continues to take place. There are a number of volunteers as well here. One person who we spoke to yesterday, Andrew Basson, he's a photographer, but he said he wanted to put his camera down and go and start helping to dig through the rubble. At that point, we asked him, well, when you do find someone breathing and you pull them out and there's just a little bit of applause because there's an effort made, there's a sign of hope. How do you feel? And I'd like you to take a listen to what he had to say.
We need to find one more. That's what's going on in my mind, because yes, we found one. That's awesome. Let's get him out. Let's get back in the hole. Let's keep digging. That's what I say. So that's what's going through my mind, because I mean, there's still people trapped. I know there's 3 that side and 2 in the back as well. So we need to start digging and moving faster as well, because time is working against us, unfortunately, especially with people being dehydrated and injured as well on the ground. It does make it a little bit difficult to get to everybody.
Yeah, and the work continues, of course. So that was Karinda Jagmohan, and she brought us that bite of one of the disaster workers that is working around the clock to try and get people out of that rubble. Over 200 disaster management officials on the ground working across the clock there, Sipha. I mean, talk to us about the contingent of the team that is out there.
Well, Naledi, we've heard from Mr. Pradal as well earlier on that they've actually number of teams from various areas have come in. We know that as of midnight on Tuesday morning, we saw teams coming in from the city of Cape Town, from Worcester, from Breda, from various parts here in the Western Cape, the Garden Route, and also last night a team from Gauteng also arrived to assist with the search and rescue mission. We know that there's been a lot of conversation and briefings happening currently right behind us. As you can see, quite busy. Teams have been split into groups, and there have been briefings currently underway. As we mentioned earlier on, that it's a priority to strategize how they'll be removing the rest of the survivors who are trapped inside, because it's not just about removing people or the physical part of it, but also you need to strategize, and they need to plan and think how they'll be moving these thick slabs out of the way, because we were also informed that some of those that are stuck are actually at basement level, which is 3 levels lower than you're currently seeing here at the surface, all the way down. They need to plan how they're going to remove these slabs slowly, but also safely, so that they don't cause further damage and start retrieving those that are down further below. Some of the teams here, Naledi, we can see that it's your firefighters, it's your emergency services, it's your rescue teams, as well as your K9 rescue services are also here, but also volunteers from people from the community members in George. But not only them, we're also seeing those from the Community Neighborhood Watch coming in to sign in. Now, it's a requirement that all those that are actually coming in to assist or being part of the operation, those that are not part of the rescue teams deployed here, your volunteers, your neighborhood watch that are coming to volunteer with their time, are actually requested to sign in, so that should anything happen, people are accounted for. The teams that are here and the people that are helping on the ground are all accounted for, and their names are known.
Yeah. Sipha, thank you so much for bringing us the latest. Our reporter Sipha Kema is on the ground there in George, where that tragedy has taken place, where there were 75 construction workers on that construction site, which was a 5-story building that collapsed at around 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon. In mere seconds, it went down. And we're hearing, of course, from her that some are even still trapped in the basement level of that building as authorities try and lift some of the rubble to get to some of them. And, of course, by 2 o'clock this afternoon, it would have been 48 hours since that building had gone down.